Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the vlog. It's just over 5 a.m. My ass has been getting up at 4:30 the last few mornings because I'm just waking up at that time. I'm finding sleep is a little bit of an issue lately, but we'll get into that in the rest of the video. I'm almost home. Just finished the walk. Lovely morning. Going to make some breakfast and then we will carry on with the rest of the day. Hope you're all doing good. Thanks for being here. So we've about 4,500 steps done, breakfast in, and now it's time to head to the gym for morning clients. But before I do, I will stop and get a coffee. I love my coffee. Using and abusing lately, probably.
Oh my God! Wow!
Americano, extra shot, because we are about to go in and train. I have about an hour and 15 minutes to get my session in before my morning client starts. So this morning I woke up at 4:30, got out of bed, just went for a walk straight away to get about 4,500 steps in. Came back, cooked the breakfast, and picked up a coffee. Here we are, and I'm talking to you guys. So, about to go in and train push. This is one of my favorite sessions. This is a session I feel like I need a lot of mental arousal for. Mental arousal, what I mean by that is mental stimulation. I need my tunes, I need motivation. In order to get a productive session in here. So the realities of what I'm doing. This morning I woke up, I was starving. I went for a walk. Walking as of the last 3 weeks is now taking quite a lot of energy out of me. Like when I get back from a walk, I am so tired. Like after doing 4,000 or 5,000 steps, I feel it. Even a client said to me yesterday, she's like, "Why are you so serious today?" And I was like, to be honest, I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. So that's interesting. My legs just feel heavy a lot of the time, especially when I'm walking. I feel like I'm 70 something years old, in that I feel like I could fall at different points if I'm not like focusing on it too hard.
You serious?
And in the last few days, I've noticed I'm slightly more irritable, which I'm not happy about. Doing this prep and being happy with how I treated others around me by the end of it was a goal I had at the start. I didn't want to be a dick to people, but it's getting hard. So if you come across me, if you're in my path and I upset you or I accidentally knocked you out, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It's just the prep. But yeah, no, it's definitely just a little bit more, definitely more irritable. So I need to just manage that. And training, there's good days and bad days. Definitely the leg training, like train legs tomorrow. The mental warfare I have to go through to get that done and to keep up with my Zercher squats. It's tough, but it's doable. It's not impossible, but it's very tough. Leg training is certainly so much harder in comparison to everything else. And I suppose we're just at that stage now. I suppose I'm 8 weeks out. I've been doing this for 7 months. I don't want to make this all negative, although it certainly feels that way. I just want to be realistic with what I'm experiencing. And I suppose this is just the realities of it. This is the cost you have to pay if you want to get really lean. This is some of the stuff you're going to have to go through. And another thing is sleep. I'm not actually sleeping that well or enough, so I'm going to look into a little bit more sleep supplementation or what I can do on that side to try and improve it, because I'm just wired. Because at nighttime, I'm like coming back from training clients late. My body is struggling to like go to sleep, and then I wake up really early. Probably because I need to go to the toilet and pee because water is just going through me. But we're good. We're good. I'm gonna down this now and go in here and we're gonna fuck shit up. We are gonna fuck shit up. Alright everyone, while the training clips are running, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my prep, what's ahead of me, more of how I'm feeling, and just everything to do with all this stuff now, because now it's getting to the really interesting point. So I touched on that my sleep is a little bit worse, and I said part of that is because I have to get up and pee because the liquids are just going through me. True, but I've heard this before from other people, and now it's a case of I'm experiencing it, is that when you get so lean and your calories, you've had them so low for so long, that your body is just in a more stressed state all the time. So naturally, when you're going to sleep, you want to be in that relaxed, known as the relaxed state is known as the parasympathetic state. You don't want to be in a sympathetic state, which is that stressed feeling. And even though you might be feeling stressed in yourself, your body's going through a stressor because now you're at the point where you're extremely lean and the calories are so low that your body's like, where's the food at? What the hell is happening? So that's part of why sleep is it's not really happening. I'm getting up so early because I'm just waking up, having to pee, and then just like being alert at like 4:30 in the morning. Which, that's not all that negative. Like, if that happens, I get my walk done earlier. I get to have breakfast before I go into the gym and train. So there's pros to it too. So that's the sleep side. Then training, I have to say I'm doing well on the training front so far. Which has showed me that a lot of, even though there's less energy available, and you're in a dieted state and stability mightn't be as good and you might lose certain leverages with losing weight, a lot of it is up here. Like, you really can get a good session in if you are mentally aroused, focused, and not feeling sorry for yourself. You're like up for the challenge. Because a lot of my sessions as of lately, before I do them, I'm dragging my feet, like my legs are heavy. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to train as hard as I need to train? But then I just do it. So a lot of it is up here and just almost ignoring how you feel, which seems counterintuitive. Like, I'm doing warm-up sets, especially in today's session, the shoulder press. Like, the shoulder press, that feels like ass during the warm-up sets. But I call Kyle over and I still like get myself psyched up and still manage to bang out a decent set. So as tough as things are, training, it's good to know that you are in control, largely in control of how that goes. Obviously some lifts you're not going to do well, but I've been progressing in some lifts and maintaining on a lot, and I haven't actually noticed a massive regression in too many lifts, which is really good. But it is definitely harder to get good sessions in. Another thing is just the lack of time I have now. So between work and then having to prep meals and train, those things are a given anyways. But now with like having to get steps, all the posing practice as well. Time, you need to be efficient with your timetable. Like today, for example, I'll have 10 or 11 hours of PT. I have 6 already done this morning. 4 or 5 hours to do tonight. And I don't have that much time. Like, that's why I'm talking to you guys now on my walk, because time is just, it's getting away from me. There's pros and cons to that too. Like, being very busy, I find you tend to optimize your schedule a little bit more and be more efficient, which definitely seems to be the case with me. So when it comes to when I get downtime, then I really value it. Like, just shutting my mind off, playing a bit of PlayStation, usually watching TV, I really value that stuff. And another kind of ties into that is my next point, is that I'm less motivated to do social media stuff, like to do YouTube and post content on like Instagram, TikTok, because it takes mental energy that I want to try and somewhat preserve for all my other tasks, because things that shouldn't take a lot of energy are now requiring some energy from me. So all this is just, it's very interesting. Not particularly negative. I suppose we're now in the fact that I'm experiencing these things tells me that I'm getting very close to where I need to be. In terms of the weight loss side of things, then this is my first week where I've noticed a little bit of a stall. So usually after a weekend of higher calories, I go back to lower calories, and some point, usually midweek, I notice my weight starts to drop. That doesn't really happen this week, which is interesting, but it's the first time this has happened, so I'm not going to panic just yet. I'm going to let the week play out, and I'll assess that situation next week. If I have to make a change, I have to make a change. It's as simple as that, but I don't want to make an unnecessary change because the weight hasn't moved for the first time ever. That's a rookie mistake. I might be holding on to water, might be other things involved, like the sleep took a hit this week, getting up earlier weigh-ins, you know. So I don't want to jump the gun just yet, but it's good to know if I do need to make a change, I'm mentally prepared for it, and I have room to make a change. As you guys know, like my weekends, I'm having a good time, and during the week my calories aren't too low either. Where I make that change might tighten up the weekends a smidge, but I'll probably make those changes more so during the week because it's just easier with how busy I am. It just makes more sense. I'm less preoccupied with food, whereas at the weekend, not working as much or at all, and I'm just relaxing. And myself and Katie, we both love food, so it's just something that we do together, is have nice meals or go out. But yeah, weight loss has stalled this week, and it's the first time this has actually happened, and it took 7 months, so cool. And look, naturally, this is not a weight loss competition either. This is a bodybuilding show. It's about how you look up on that stage. And at this stage as well, with being this lean, seeing all these lines that are everywhere in my body, and being very close to where I need to be, weight loss, you should be looking for a slower rate of weight loss anyways. I'm not looking for like the kilo to half kilo, which I was getting at the start of this prep. It should slow down because we're trying to preserve as much muscle as we can. This is not a weight loss competition. I'm guessing that I'm going to be really crisp when I get into the 70s, like the high 70s. I'd be really curious to see what I'm looking like at like 78, 79 kilos. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Something that I'm actually not struggling with too much. And I think it's a testament to like how I'm approaching this, and maybe some mental maturity as well and experience, is I'm not actually doing too bad in terms of food focus. Like, I like food, but I'm not like salivating over food. I'm able to talk to people about really nice meals and it's fine. People are like, oh, I probably shouldn't be talking to you about this. I'm like, give me more credit than that. And I'm not like watching food challenges or cooking shows, which is something people do. And I can attest to that experience because my 2 previous preps from 8-9 years ago, I got hooked on MasterChef Australia. And what showed me that I really didn't like it was when I got back after the prep was said and done, and I was like maybe a few months down the line, I tried to watch it. I was like, fuck, I actually have no interest in this whatsoever. So I was just watching that show because it was kind of a fucked up behavior, really. I was watching that show because it was something, all those foods they were making, it was something I was telling myself I couldn't have. So in terms of in that side of things, I'm not doing too bad. It's probably just the energy at this point is, that's a cunt. That is a cunt. But yeah, we're 8 weeks out from the first show. I have a wedding this weekend. I have a wedding Saturday, and then I think the next 2 weekends I'm pretty free, and I will be keeping them free. Don't nobody try and reach out to me, say, oh hey, you want to meet up for a cup? No. No, I really want my downtime. As I said, I value it. So it'll be nice to have 2 weeks of the routine, just being in a really good routine, and I'll get a good idea then of what's happening with my weight loss as well, because I had my brother's stag last weekend too, and the wedding this weekend. I can make those work and not panic, but it's not ideal on a prep. But it's good that I'm attending these things and having a good time and not being so bodybuilding focused either. I'm gonna head back to the house now, eat my meal. I might show you what I'm having, and then it's back into the gym for the rest of the evening. I hope you're all doing well, hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're all training hard. If I'm still training hard, you've no excuse. So what's going down here? Burgers. Having all 4 of these burgers in this meal, 2 bacon medallions, 12 grams of cheese, 70, 80, maybe 100 grams of peppers I've done, can't remember. 2 of these Slimsters buns. I'll season the burgers with this, onion, and then I'll add this to the burger as well. This is going to be a little bit of a feast, and I will be having the oats after this meal as well, because this is my last meal of the day. This is typically the biggest meal. I eat this meal half an hour prior to going into the gym for my final stint of evening clients. That way I'm full, I'm not thinking about food, and it has time to digest, and the digestion process isn't happening while I'm trying to sleep. Stacked. And oats. All right, people, here is my favorite client. Man, the suplex. Yeah. Mr. Jason Curry. Jason, you've been training with me for nearly 2 years now.
Yeah.
Seems very formal. Like,
I don't know yet.
Right, keen, Jason. What was the hardest part about the last 2 years? And like, what message would you have to someone who wants to change their health, their physique, but maybe they don't know where to start or they don't know what to do? So I suppose that's the 2 questions there. We'll start with the first one.
The hardest part definitely was coming through the door for the first time. Like, I remember coming through the door, and I was like, I'm not going to do this. I walked up the stairs, you were upstairs, another client walked up, the door was closed, I nearly walked straight back down. And only for Kyle was at the bottom of the stairs, and I was like, oh yeah, he's in there. I was like, oh yeah, sound, I'll go in there.
That part.
I'm
The toilet at the bottom of the stairs.
standing at the door, got me back up the stairs. That was definitely the hardest part. And then,
Or Kyle there doing a bit of hoovering. You need to hire his cleaning services, precision cleaning. Get on.
what was the second question? What would I...
So someone who wants to change their shape, they want to improve their health, maybe their physique, but they don't know where to start.
You have to
What
get in
would you
contact
do?
with someone that knows what they're doing. Definitely. I tried the gym before.
Place the hand on
By
my shoulder.
myself. Didn't work.
You tried before by yourself. And why didn't it work?
There's no one there to, like, you know, come in here, even if I don't want to be here, somebody, you're going to push me, like. It's always someone to look at your sheet, tell you how you're doing. So, whereas I was doing it by myself, I was only kind of just messing around, wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. So,
Did you expect to enjoy it as much as you?
I thought I'd hate this,
Yeah.
and now I fucking love it. I thought I'd hate it. I couldn't understand how I could go to someone, they're going to tell me what to do, and we'd be like, oh yeah. And now I love it. I absolutely love it. I couldn't imagine what it's like to do.
That's interesting, because that's like, I think that's something that surprises a lot of people, is the fact that they like it, but it depends on the approach as well. Like, you can make this stuff very enjoyable and still see.
But we have great crack here.
Yeah.
We train, and we have the crack, we have the chats and stuff. We talk about everything, from gym to what we're eating tomorrow to what we're doing the weekend. So, yeah, I definitely just contact someone that knows what to do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice. All right. Mr. Jason Curry. Alright guys, we're at the tail end of the video, but as I'm editing this, I'm sick. I woke up this morning under the weather, and that is another thing, another negative, is your immune system is somewhat compromised because you're eating a lot less, your recovery is shit, you're not sleeping as well, you're training sessions, a lot of steps. Your immune system, oh, that all sounds negative, doesn't it? Your immune system is going to be more compromised, therefore more susceptible to just getting sick. And I never usually get sick, and it's abnormal for me to get sick, really. And I've already gotten sick twice this year. Not ideal. I'm supposed to be training today because I have the wedding tomorrow. Now I can't. Well, I could, but I don't want to make myself worse. So yeah, look, a lot of the stuff, it sounds negative, but it's just good to be aware of the negatives, because then you're going to be able to decide for yourself if this is something you really want to do. And don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying all of this. I'm really interested by this whole process and the ups and downs you go through. And there's like a personal challenge. This is like a personal challenge and can be very rewarding, going through a lot of the hard stuff, knowing that not a lot of other people would be able to deal with this stuff. Being very, very shredded is something not a lot of people are going to ever achieve in their life. So it's kind of like you're part of this exclusive club if you get there. So it's a really interesting experience. It's a challenge, but it's just good to know what lies ahead, because at least then you're going to be more prepared for it. Because when I first got, and I've never been this lean before, but when the first time I got lean, I wasn't aware of the negatives you go through. And I think that lack of awareness, you just respond a little bit more emotionally to it. Like, you're not as in control of your emotions as you would like. So the fact that like I had that negative experience before, it helped a lot coming into it this time, because I was like, not just thinking about, oh, I'm going to get shredded and the pictures are going to be deadly and everything's going to be great. I'm like, okay, shit's going to get hard, but we're ready for it. We're ready to tackle it. It just puts you in a better headspace overall. But yeah, that is the crack. I am just over 8 weeks out from the first show, and overall we're doing good. Hope you're all having a great day, and as usual, train hard. See you in the next video.